Hey guys, what is up? This is Mr. A. Chrissy here. And in this movie review, I'm going to be doing a movie review on this road horror thriller movie that came out in 2001. And the movie stars Paul Walker and Steve Zahn. And that's going to be on Joyride. Joyride is a movie that came out in 2001. And the movie basically takes place during summer break. It's summer break, and college freshman Lewis Thomas has decided to embark on a cross-country road trip to pick up the girl of his dreams, Venna. But Lewis's romantic hopes hit a detour when he stops on the way to rescue his older brother Fuller, who goads him into playing a practical joke on a lonely trucker over a CB radio. Now that trucker, an unseen and terrifying force known only by his CB handle, Rusty Nail, but wants the last laugh and revenge. And pretty much, the two brothers, like Lewis and Fuller, they both end up getting chased by the trucker known as Rusty. They end up getting chased by this truck, and they have to try and stop Rusty. And yeah. So I actually recently saw that this movie was currently streaming on YouTube for free with advertisements. Like, I actually watched it while I was at Ocean City, Maryland for spring break. I watched it on YouTube for free with advertisements. Excuse me, pardon me. And I gotta say, Joyride, I actually really enjoyed Joyride. I think Joyride, I thought was a pretty interesting movie, and I thought it was a great and fun movie too. And yes, there is going to be another movie called Joyride that's coming out later this year. But that new one's actually more like a comedy. Like, I remember I actually saw a preview for that when I went to see like newer releases at Regal. But this is the 2001 Joyride we're talking about. And I honestly thought how the story itself kind of does make this movie feel like a horror film where there is like a little bit of jump shocks like near the end, but this movie's kind of like more like almost like a road rage thriller horror film. Well, it's kind of like how when I did some research on the 2020 film Unhinged. This movie, Joyride, was actually one of the inspirations behind the Russell Crowe movie Unhinged, where it's kind of like almost like a road rage, and it's like how Paul Walker and Steve Zahn played two brothers known as Fuller and Thomas, and they have to try and stop Rusty from chasing them, and they end up getting chased by the trucker known as Rusty, and and of course the two brothers, they have to try and stop Rusty from getting revenge on them. And yeah, and of course, this movie was also released by 20th Century Fox and Regency Enterprises, and this movie even got a couple direct-to-video sequels, because there were some direct-to-video sequels to this movie that were made, even though none of the original cast returned. And I gotta say, the sequels, I'm not really planning on checking out the sequels to Joyride, since I heard the sequels sucked. But yeah, so I actually really enjoyed Joyride, and I think it's a great movie to watch. So just a good fun action, like it's kind of almost like an action thriller movie a little bit. And yeah, and I gotta say, the performances between Steve Zahn and Paul Walker, who from the Fast and the Furious movies, and Steve Zahn, Paul Walker and Steve Zahn actually make a great team together working on this movie, playing the two brothers. Like, I gotta say, Paul Walker and Steve Zahn did a great job in this film. And yeah, and everyone else, they did a good job as well. So overall, Joyride was a fun movie, and I'm gonna give Joyride 4 out of 5 stars. Yeah, if you haven't seen Joyride, then I recommend checking out this one. If you're looking for like a fun, action-packed like horror thriller road film, then I recommend checking out this one. And there you have it, guys. That's going to be it for my movie review on Joyride. And that's going to be it for this video. So make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. And as always, thanks for watching. And until next time, this is Mr. A. Chrissy saying goodbye, everybody, and that's about it.